Hello friends, in this video we will discuss some questions from mathematics section of JEE Main 24th Feb 2021 paper. This was in morning shift. So for the question number 61, we have to determine locus of midpoint of the line segment joining focus of parabola y square is equal to 4ax to a point moving on it. Let us draw a diagram. Now we know it that parabola y square is equal to 4ax, has axis along x-axis and vertex at the origin. Focus has coordinates a, 0. Now we also want to identify coordinates of any point on the parabola. So suppose P be any general point on the parabola. We have two options to identify the coordinates of point P. Either we can say that its coordinates will satisfy the equation of parabola and go accordingly, or we can use the parametric equation of parabola, and if I take x coordinate of point P to be at square, y coordinate comes out to be 2at. So for any general point on the parabola, I can assume coordinates of a point to be at square to at. Now we have to determine locus of midpoint of the line segment joining focus to any general point on the parabola. So suppose Q represents midpoint of the line segment PF and it has coordinates h, k. Now from midpoint formula we can easily identify that h should be equal to a plus at square divided by 2 and k should be equal to 0 plus 2at divided by 2. So h a by 2 1 plus t square and k is simply 80. Now we should determine relationship between h and k to identify the locus. So we can put t is equal to k by a in this equation to find out the relationship. There is another option. Let us square this thing. So k square is a square t square That means t square is a square by a square. So h comes out to be a by 2, 1 plus k square by a square. So making the adjustments, 1 upon 2a is equal to a square plus k square, which means 2ah is k square plus a square. K square is 2ah minus a square. Now, standardizing this equation, we can replace k by y, h by x. So this becomes y square. And let's take 2a common. H is replaced by x. And here I will have a by 2. Now, comparing it with y minus y naught whole square is equal to 4a into x minus x naught. Now, this equation represents a parabola whose vertex has been shifted to the point x naught, y naught. And axis remains parallel to x-axis. So comparing these two, we can see that vertex has been shifted to x naught becomes a by 2, comma 0. And this let's put it as capital A for comparison because lowercase a is present in the question. So for this parabola, distance between focus and vertex is capital A. So that value comes out to be, comparing these two, value is capital A is a by 2. So for clarity, let us draw the graph of parabola corresponding to this equation. So vertex has been shifted to a by 2. Focus will be another a by 2 ahead. Now, vertex lies at midpoint between point of intersection of axis with directrix. and the focus. So directrix must be y-axis, which is represented by x is equal to 0. Accordingly, second option is correct. This was question number 61. Now we consider question number 62. There are 6 Indians and 8 foreigners. We have to determine number of committee which can be formed having at least 2 Indians such that number of foreigners is twice the number of Indians. So let us make the cases for number of Indians and foreigners. We have to find number of committees, and there is no limit to the members in the committee. Only condition is there have to be at least 2 Indians. So number of Indians can be 2, 4. We cannot go above 4 because number of foreigners has to be twice the number of Indians. So foreigners in this case are 4, and in this case there are 8 foreigners. So we can't go for Indians above 4 because total number of foreigners available is 8. Now for this case, number of committees that can be formed will be 6C2 into 8C4. In this case, 6C4 into 8C8. 6C4 will be same as 6C2. 8C8 will be 1. So for this case, answer comes out to be, this factor is 6 gets cancelled, 5 will be left. Let's write it as 15. In this case, 8 goes. We are left with 7, 2, and 5. So this gives me 1, 0. Yeah, we have missed one case in which we can also have 3 Indians and 6 foreigners. So for this third case, we can have 6C3 into 8C6 number of committees. So 6C3 will be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, and 2, 1. So this one must be 20 into 28. So this one is 560. So adding all the cases, our total committees comes out to be 1625. For question number 63, we are given two positive numbers whose sum is 2, and another relationship is available. We have to determine quadratic equation whose roots are given as P and Q. So for that we should try to determine product of P and Q. Now for that we can square this term and get P square plus Q square plus 2PQ is equal to 4. We adjust this one as P square plus Q square whole square minus 2P square Q square is 272. So from here we can put P square plus Q square as 4 minus 2PQ. Let us take PQ as Y and put it in this relationship. So I get 4 minus 2y whole square minus 2y square is 272. Let's simplify this thing. To the 16. Gives us 2y square minus 16y minus 256, I guess. this gives us 0. This should give me y as 16 or -8. So the matching option. Now, if I know PQ, product of roots and sum of the roots, so possible answer for quadratic equation is x square minus sum of the roots plus product of the roots is equal to 0. So third is the correct option. I take a question number 64. Fair die is thrown n times. Probability of getting an odd number twice is equal to that getting an even number thrice. Let us say P represents probability of getting an odd number on any throw of die. So this will be 1 by 2. And getting an even number is, let's say, Q. That will also be 1 by 2. Now, if I want to get odd number twice out of n throws, probability of odd twice will be n C2 p raised to the power 2. If I do not get odd number, I will obviously get even number. So its complement raised to the power n minus 2. Similarly, probability of getting even number thrice is NC three, this time p raised to the power n minus 3 and q raised to the power 3. So these two are given to be equal. Now this is P and Q have equal values. So this means NC2 P raised to the power n is NC3 P raised to the power n, which means NC2 is same as NC3. Now this implies n should be equal to 2 plus 3, that is 5. So now we have to determine probability of getting an odd number of times. Probability of getting odd once plus thrice plus 5 times, because these are the only available options if n is 5. Odd ones will be 5. C1, P and Q are equal, so this half will be raised to the power 5 in each term. So 5C1 plus 5C3 plus 5C5, 1 by 2 raised to the power 5. Five C3 5 into 4 divided by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 2 raised to the power 5 is 32. So this is 10 plus 6, 16 by 32, which is half. And that gives us third option is correct. So that is all for now. Hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching.